Good evening and
gonna
welcome
leave
to Tuesday, September 26th, Common Council meeting. Clerk will call the roll, please.
Tauschek.
Here.
Herman.
Here.
Matzdorf.
Here.
Gilson.
Here.
Hildebrand.
Here.
Pankwitz.
Here.
Shilsky. Nelson.
Here.
Let the record show we have a quorum. Next is the pledge. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is the approval of the consent agenda. The chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Nelson.
Yes.
Hildebrand.
Yes.
Matzdorf.
Yes.
Pankwitz.
Yes.
Tauschek.
Yes.
Herman.
Yes.
Gilson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Item 4 is the audience portion where we ask people to sign in and be recognized. You do the talking and we do the listening. Tonight, no one signed up. We do encourage people to participate in the Common Council discussion. Moving on to item 5, no items were removed from the council agenda. Moving on to item 6, resolution number 14 of 2023, TID number 4 extension. We'll ask our city administrator, utility manager, Tim Blakesley, to give us a brief summary. Tim.
Sure. So next year, TID number 4 will be able to meet its fiscal obligations and be able to close. So under tech increment law, we can extend a TIF district for one additional year to use that project for affordable housing purposes. So if that is done, a city must use at least 75% of that increment to benefit affordable housing within the municipality. So what that would mean was that if TIF 4 is extended at closure, there will be an approximate residual income of $2.3 million. That income in 2024 would be distributed to the various taxing jurisdictions when the TID closes. And then there will be a positive impact on the 2026 budget. The benefit is that in 2025, that increment of $2.3 million is collected to be used for an affordable housing project or program in Plymouth. So the staff recommendation is to extend TID number 4 for one additional year to establish a low-interest revolving loan fund program and/or grant fund program to encourage housing quality improvements and the development of additional affordable housing in the city of Plymouth. So a finance committee has discussed this on several occasions. At the last meeting, there was no formal action, but the discussion and general consensus was to move forward with the extension of affordable housing. We have discussed this at the ad hoc housing committee as well. This housing committee will likely take a stab at helping council draft a program, a grant or loan program for consideration for future council approval. Should the city choose not to use the housing extension, the residual increment, again, is distributed in 24, and instead of a benefit to our levy in 26, it would happen in 25, but then we would not collect that $2.3 million for housing. So staff does recommend resolution number 14, extending TID number 4. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Chair will entertain a motion so we can discuss.
Mayor, can I move that we approve resolution number 14 for the TID 4 extension? Second that.
We have a first and a second to adopt resolution 14 as presented. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll, please, on resolution 14 of 2023.
Herman.
Yes.
Matzdorf.
Yes.
Pankwitz.
Yes.
Gilson.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Tauschek.
Yes.
Hildebrand.
Yes.
Motion carried. I might add that this is the way TIDs are supposed to work, so we're very pleased that it's working. Moving on to item 7, new business. Item A, approval of project with Otter Creek Landscape for parcel 592718135530. Tim Blakely, will you give us a summary, please?
Sure, and so this item's before you in this format kind of as a timing issue, but the city does own the former Struts Financial Space. That building was in blighted condition and was demolished. At the last council meeting, agreement was approved for the curb work, which is now completed. So if you go over there, you can see the curb work, which has been done. In 2022, we did work with a consultant to try to get a grant for a new state program that was in place. We didn't receive that grant, but the concept design, as indicated, was approximately $55,000 as part of that submission. While the grant wasn't awarded, we did work with the RDA, and the RDA showed interest in still continuing this project to kind of create a space in sort of the sea of concrete in that area as a pocket park. So the RDA worked on getting quotes from 3 firms, and the RDA did recommend a landscape proposal for Otter Creek. It is attached. It has planting, several benches, ground lighting, walking path, and an area for future artwork and a picnic table. The value of the project is approximately $37,000. WPPI agreed to donate $5,000 to the project, and the RDA would cover the remaining expenses. However, to expend funds, the RDA must act via an approved project plan and have a public hearing. So that public hearing notice is something that we need to do upcoming in the month of October. So to move forward with the project and start to get some of that hardscape work done this year, staff is recommending council approve the project to be reimbursed from the RDA. The RDA has agreed to expend funds as part of this project. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. The chair will entertain a motion on approval of project with Otter Creek.
So moved to approve the project with Otter Creek Landscape.
I'll second the motion.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll, please.
Hildebrand,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Penquitz,
Yes.
Mattsdorf,
Yes.
Tauschek,
Yes.
Gilson,
Yes.
Herman.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Moving on to item B, approval of revolving loan. Plymouth Industries term sheet is attached. City Administrator Tim Blakesley, you want to give us a brief summary on that, please? And we
Sure.
have information in our packet as well.
Correct. So the City of Plymouth recently reestablished our revolving loan program, one of our more exciting programs here at the city. Currently, there's a balance of $1 million available for loans and a fund balance of $2.3 million. Approximately $500,000 will be paid back from TID number 4 in 2024, and TID 5, $750,000 by 2028. So the new revolving loan program is intended to really expand business and drive new development in Plymouth, reinvestment in the community. So we're glad that program is now kicked off, and our revolving loan committee has met several times now. The first time to discuss the program and really kind of get to learn the ins and outs, and the second time was the first loan that was requested, and that loan is from Plymouth Industries. So the request from Plymouth Industries was for a business expansion project, and it was reviewed in detail by the revolving loan committee in early September. So the request was a total project of $2.66 million with an RLF request of $500,000, which is 18% of the project's funding. There's also $1 million of private bank financing and company investor financing of $1.1 million. So the RLF committee did review the term sheet as attached and recommended a 10-year loan with a balloon payment in year 10, a 20-year amortization schedule, and then the interest rates as outlined in the term sheet. There are going to be requirements for personal guarantees and collateral of business assets. So pending approval of the loan tonight, the applicants will work with Attorney Fieber to get those documents put together, and then we would approve the loan as presented. John Knowles and Michael Knowles are here tonight that can say a couple words about the project, and happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, well, excited to be here. Thanks for having us. And thinking about this, as the years have gone by, we've continued our growth, and it's been real exciting. And this next chapter is probably our most exciting one, with the addition of this latest expansion we have of approximately 15,000 square feet. We just finished that up, and now we're moving in the equipment. One of the big purchases that we've made is a laser machine, where we're cutting out laser gussets, and customers dream it up, we'll cut it out for them. But that's a real exciting part. And why
Well, those are important jobs and fabrications. We outsource that currently to other companies, not in Plymouth. You know, that money goes elsewhere. So part of our decree was to try to keep more jobs here, more product in Plymouth, and that expansion is helping us do that. So we're really excited about the project. You know, it's been a long time coming, so the project is. You can see it if you've driven by. You know, we're part of our next stage is putting in some additional parking. So we got that underway. So this really helps us solidify that expansion, helps us thrive in the future. So we're really excited about the possibility of getting that funding.
Good, thank you very much. The chair will allow, after we have a motion and a second, if we have additional questions of the owner, the chair will allow that participation. With that, the chair will entertain a motion.
Mayor,
Alderman Hildebrand.
motion to approve the term sheet as presented, pending approval of the project. Attorney Fever will prepare the needed documents for the loan between the Plymouth Redevelopment Authority and Plymouth Industries. I'll second the motion.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Alderman Nelson?
Just had a question, if you have an anticipated number of employees that you would add?
So this expansion started in early, mid 2022. So we've added probably 15 to 20 employees already as part of our growth. So adding the laser and some other things, we're hoping to add a few more. And our goal is not to stop there. You know, we have lots of room for more growth, and that's what we're trying to solidify.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you very much. We appreciate your application. We appreciate you coming in tonight to answer questions, and I'm sure that we can get together on the documents and that'll come back forward quickly.
Thank you.
So with that, roll call, please.
Gilson,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Tauschek,
Yes.
Hildebrand,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Matsdorf,
Yes.
Penquitz.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Moving on to item C, Mayor hereby appoints Megan Humich to the Library Board as a school representative. The chair requests a affirmative vote from the council. We need a first and a second.
I would make a motion to approve Megan Humich to the library board as the school district representative.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn to 7 p.m. Tuesday, October 10th, reminding all council members that our representatives, committee meetings and